Bienvenidos, welcome. We are MAPS Corps, a non-profit organization working with Brighton Park Neighborhood Council, a CBO that strives to empower Brighton Park and provide the community with the resources it needs. Our team members are Carolina, Diamond, Rigoberto, Rolando, Luisa Leon, Wendy, and I, Luis Angel.
Brighton Park is rich in culture. It is surrounded by loving and supportive community members, with lots of transportation and communication through its streets. With a population of 80% Hispanic residents, of which a small fraction are proud and local business owners. There are over 40 local restaurants in the area, and delicious food that is accessible at every corner to its visitors.
For our research project, we decided to pose the following question. Given the lower educational opportunities in Brighton Park, what should be the priority investment to address these disparities, and where should that investment come from? We hypothesized that the community should prioritize revamping the existing curriculum to reflect the community's members' voices and needs. We believe that these disparities in educational opportunities exist as a result of various factors, such as the lack of knowledge and advocacy, cultural differences, and lower access to college preparation materials, among others.
When looking at Brighton Park's education opportunities, we notice that there's a scarcity of choices for its youth. There's only 2 high schools with one belonging to CPS. It can be argued that this amount is disproportionate when considering the 11 options for elementary schools in Brighton Park. In addition, Kelly College Prep has a 74% graduation rate. Similarly, the neighboring community Archer Heights Curie High School has a 77% graduation rate. In contrast, Pilsen High School Benito Juarez has a higher graduation rate.
During our research, we found several causes that may lead to health issues in Brighton Park. For example, the lack of sexual health education, poverty and hardships, low English proficiency, and low safety. In regards to sexual health education, survey responses from Kelly students show an inconsistency in how much education they are receiving. As a result, some emerging health issues include high rates of teen birth, uninsured people, physical inactivity, obesity, and binge drinking. When comparing the teen birth rate of Brighton Park with Archer Heights and Pilsen, we noticed that the teen birth rate in this community is still the highest among the 3 neighborhoods and Chicago overall.
At the beginning, Brighton Park was a neighborhood with development of buildings and businesses and a record high population of 46,000 in 1930, mainly white. Around the midst of the 1900s, there was a decline in population and development. In the 1970s, some major companies closed, which caused a decrease of jobs in the area and white people to flee. As the white population decreased in the 1980s, Hispanics counted as 15% of the population, but over time that rose to 85%, making the majority Hispanics. While the current population is 44,156 in 2019, funding and development has not seen much growth over time, which caused no new housing, nor more funding for current nor newer schools.
Health plays an important role in our lives. One cannot do many things without taking care of themselves first, which is why it is important as a community to ensure our schools are providing the best support when it comes to our children's health. We found out that in Kelly High School, there are many students with few counselors. We should invest more into the student support, such as counselors. A suggestion would be a short period during the school day to check up with the students. Many of the students are feeling stressed over anxiety. They aren't able to focus on their education when things at home are tough. Having a short period will help the students with emotional support and allow a short time for a mental break.
Brighton Park can be a stronger community with more investments and commitments to our future, and that begins with our education system.
Kids should feel that they have a choice and where they will go to take their first step into their future by having more options on their plate for high school. Students will finally have that freedom.
Mansueto High School is a noble school, and hearing from fellow peers and alumni, all students had a lot of negatives to say about the discipline they enforce in their school. From getting detentions for having red hair to getting detentions for sneezing, students feel as if they are held back from fully expressing themselves.
We also have Kelly High School. Students don't feel that they get the attention they strive to have. Kelly has over 1,700 students, and their counselor to student ratio is 473 to 1.
Brighton Park has 11 elementary schools and only 2 high schools, so that's 5,298 kids that are only given 2 options in their community.
Giving our kids a new school will not only give them more options, but it will allow them to feel that they have molded their school system how they feel best fits, allowing the students to be able to change and have a voice in what they want and need in their education.
We want to give a big thank you for your time, and especially thanks to BPNC, Cynthia, MAPS Corps, Nathan S. Davis, and our team members for allowing us the opportunity to advocate for our community.